Okay, it's recording. Let me share my screen. Okay, so, sorry about the title. It is 2024. My bad. I typed the wrong year. So welcome to eSummer 2024. Before we start, we're going to do the land acknowledgement. We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississauga of the Haudenosaunee, Haudenosaunee Confederacy and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people. So what you're signing up for is MCR 3U, which is functions, grade 11 functions. Okay. I have set each of our daily Zoom sessions are going to be at 9 a.m. Okay. For 1 hour, it's going to be recorded, just how this orientation night is being recorded. It will be recorded and afterwards will be posted in Brightspace. So, student rights, let's go through that. Students have the right to know how they're being assessed, evaluated, be treated impartially and fairly by the teacher, and all concerns with eSummer program. Receive timely, effective feedback on assignments. Learn in a safe, supportive environment. So the main thing to take out of that is every day you're going to be evaluated. Every day there's going to be an assignment, something that you'll be evaluated. So we're going to have quizzes every single day, and every couple of days there's going to be a test. I have to say this program goes by quickly. I'm not sure how many of you guys taken eSummer before, but it's very quick, intense, and you guys are doing your own learning. So just so you know that, you gotta be on top of things. Okay, so the next thing is making summer classes positive spaces. All eSummer students have the right to a safe, supportive online. Everyone has the right to, has a role in creating that safe space. So as a result, I'm only going to let people in. So teacher will admit only those students whose name is on the list. And this online is only for registered students in this class, okay? The other thing is words and actions matter. So be sure never to engage in any behavior or any kind of words or gestures in the chat as well. If you type something, hate speech, homophobic speech, that is a grounds to be dismissed from eSummer. So do not engage in that behavior. And you know, the other part is saying you're just joking or it's not acceptable. No jokes here, okay? The teacher's responsibility and administration response. Your teacher will report any behavior that is judged to be demeaning in any way to students in the class. I know where you guys not really talking when I'm doing my Zoom, but if there's any kind of chat that seems to be demeaning, that's going to be an issue, okay? They will investigate and they'll see if it's something worthy of being kicked out of the program, okay? So you cannot engage in racism, hate speech, or any kind of behavior like that, because that's going to result in being removed from the course. That includes homophobic, anti-Black, anti-Asian, anti-Indigenous, or any other comments, symbols, or actions that can cause harm to others. Okay? So we can't engage in that. Your teacher expects you to log in. So this is the thing that I'm going to have to expect you guys to. to log in every single day. In Brightspace, I can see when you logged in last. I can see how long you watched the video. I can see how long you went through a PDF and a lesson. Okay. So each day you need to be engaged. That's going to be, it's going to affect us, it's going to affect you for doing well in this course. So attend daily online sessions, watch the videos daily, ask for help, complete and submit work according to due dates. Every day is a due date. So you need to submit stuff every single day. Okay. Be respectful and courteous to other students and to the teacher. So any kind of emails that I get that seem to be disrespectful to the teacher, rude or anything of that is basically you're breaking the TDSP code of conduct. Okay. Engagement, I think I talked about that, but I'll say it again. You're expected to log in every day, Monday to Friday, and submit assignments according to due dates, which is basically every single day. If you're unable to log into Zoom session for whatever technical issues, I hope you can basically go see student support, and hopefully they can help you if there's some kind of technical issues. I cannot help you with technical issues. I could maybe, but if it's beyond my expertise, you got to find the online Zoom support, okay, which is on Brightspace. Okay, so 19 days equals to 5-month course. Okay, so what does that mean? You're gonna have to basically spend 6 to 8 hours every single day. 6 to 8 hours every single day uh, on this course. Okay, this is not something that because I hear online, I'm thinking it's going to be easy. I can work a full-time job over the summer and pass. No, I don't know how that's going to work because you have to spend 6 hours to 8 hours, a minimum 6 hours. And if you work a job, it's going to be hard. So just know you have to know your limits, okay? And when I say it's 6 to 8 hours, it's no kidding, Monday to Friday, okay? So the course online is on Brightspace. I won't go through that just yet, but basically we have the 4 units or the 5 units, 4 quizzes, 1 test, 2 quizzes and a test, 2 quizzes and a test, 3 quizzes and a test, and then unit 5 just 2 quizzes. Well, that's changed actually. It's just 2 quests. And then the collimating activity is multiple choice and short answer questions. Okay. Academic honesty policy is being enforced. At some point, at any time, you gotta hear what I just said now. At some point, any time, if you do a test and I suspect cheating, I may be asking you to tell me how you got this question. How did you, not you submitted it and then that's fine. But if I think there's cheating, I may ask you to tell me how you got this answer. Okay. Or do the question in front of me. Okay. So those are the things that you have to understand, because with AI being out and some people using AI to help them to solve problems, I need to know if you know. Okay. So you're gonna have to maybe at some point answer questions in front of the teacher if I think there's cheating going on. And if there's cheating going on, you may receive a 0 if that happens. You may not resubmit if that's another. But like I said, you may not resubmit and you could get 0. So don't even try that. Evaluation, the in-class work is 70. I mean, everything's in class, but 70% for the term work and the collimating activity, which is the multiple choice I showed you, and the short answer question. My bad. That's considered 30%. Okay. There you go. This is a mistake. There should be 30%, not 20%. So we have two column meeting activities, part A, part B, and they're both 15% each. Hopefully you guys by now should know how to use Brightspace. If not, here's a Brightspace. I'll post this, but there's a link and a tour for Brightspace. Okay, more Brightspace stuff here. I'm assuming you logged in, so you know how to get into Brightspace. Okay. So this is what you would normally see. And basically you want to go into, well, homepage, you'll see the agenda of the day. Okay, but then you want to go into content, and content, you'll see all the units in content. And then all the tests that I give you, okay, are going to be under the assignments. So tests I'll give you will be under assignments, and quizzes will be under quizzes, and your marks, you want to see your running total for your mark, go into grades. And if you want to see who else is in your class, go into class list. Okay, and you can see who else is in your class. Okay. I will put a Zoom link, a Zoom icon link on the home page. That will be based, that'll be for our daily 9 o'clock meetings. And so you want to be at that Zoom because, my bad, that will be a time where you can meet, you know, like ask me questions if you have any questions. So like in-person questions. If you have any questions, most likely if you have a question, maybe someone else has a question that maybe we can all take up together. Okay, so that's why it's important for you to come to the Zoom sessions. Okay, like I said, there'll be a Zoom link posted. So that should be in, it'll show prominently on the homepage. Okay. Zoom sessions. Again, when you log in, you need to make sure you you're using you log it in from the AW so you can have access. And like I said, the content, that's where all the unit lessons will be. Okay. It'd show like this. All the unit lessons will be in content like this. The announcement page, that's where I'll have my agenda for the day. I'll say what I'm going to be teaching today and what is due today will be on the agenda, which will be the agenda, which will be on the announcement page. Okay. So you got to check that every day. And I talked about the assignments. Assignments in math, we say the assignments are tests. So I'm going to give you tests, which is basically questions, and it's due basically the same day. Whenever I give it to you, it's due the same day, like at midnight. Okay. And then you have to submit that test, right? So take a picture of it, scan it into a PDF. You're gonna have to print out the test. That's the other thing too, is once I post the test, like I said, the assignment test, you have to print it out. So you need to have access to a printer, and then you do the test, and then you have to submit it. Okay. I guess here is a page if you have any difficulties with the material that I can't help you with. You have help you can contact. So just want to show you the dates that are important. If you need to drop the course because you don't think you're getting a good mark, the last day to drop it is July 23rd. Okay. Okay. And by July 24th, that's the last, that'll be the day to do the column meeting activities. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for now. Anyone have any questions? Okay. Yeah, you can unmute. You can speak. Thank you.
So my question is really just I'm wondering what your hours of like work are. Like if we had a question that could not be answered during the meetings, what time would you like stop answering
It,
emails?
the best time, seriously, the best time is during the day because I'm focused on answering questions during the day. When I say that, let's say up till 4 o'clock, is the best time. Like you need to be coming in, and then even then you can ask questions during the Zoom session. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep. And I'm reiterating that it needs to be during the day, right? If somehow you send me an email and you're thinking urgent, you send me an email, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, that may be an issue for you getting a response, right? So you need to be on top of your stuff in the morning. That way you can send me questions during the day. Okay, before 4 o'clock is ideal. Oh, there's some questions in the chat. Let me check. If you don't have, I don't know what to say. I mean, you're online. It's up to you. If you're online to have access to what you need in order to do an online course, right? You can print it out. If you're able to write on the PDF, if you're able to do that, that can work for you. But you have to have like, just like you need to have a computer. You need to have. It's all up to you. Okay. Again, like it's going to be a PDF submitted for the test, but then you guys would have to do what you need to do with the software. Like the software, that's your end. If you need to make it edible or editable, that's all on you. If you want to write on it, if you like, it's up to you. Okay, but I'm going to submit it as a regular PDF, and you guys can do what you need to do, print it out, write on it by hand, take pictures of it, and make sure when you submit it, I'm going to remind you anyways, but people tend to mix things up, submit it in wrong folders. Okay, so you got to pay attention to where you're submitting it to. Class starts at 9 and finishes at 10 o'clock. So it's an hour session.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do the evaluations work? So would it be like we do it like while we're on the call or like for the culminatings and then for the normal like quizzes and tests? Or is it like asynchronously we just do them and it's
Asynchronously. The synchronous part is you being online with me for the 1 hour, 9 to 10. Asynchronous is all on you. So the quizzes are timed. So when you go into Brightspace and you click on it, it'll have a time. As soon as you open it up, it starts the timing. Okay. It all depends. I think on average it's 60 minutes for the quiz. And the test is not, it's under assignments, so it's not going to be like a time thing, but it will be, you have to do those questions by 11:59 p.m. Okay.
and then the same thing for the culminating, like asynchronous, or is it gonna be like
Yeah,
timed?
same thing. Again, it's two parts. One is multiple choice, so that's going to be the under the quiz section, and as soon as you open it up, then it's going to time you to get it done.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Any other questions, guys? No, going once, going twice. I'm not trying to hold you here forever. Going once, going twice. Okay, if there's no more questions, thank you very much for showing up. And please come to every Zoom session. When I'm going to, before you go, I'm going to reiterate one class that you miss is like, it's like a week. Okay. So you can't, like, the things we do in one day, the things you would have to do one day is like a week. Okay. During regular day school. So that's why we say 6 to 8 hours a day. We're going to start on July 2nd, which is next Tuesday. Okay. And July 2nd, but midterm marks are due basically the following week. That's how fast things go. Okay. So Tuesday, July 2nd, and that week, and then by the following week, you have your midterms. Okay. By the end of that, the first week, you're gonna have to do a test, the unit test 1. Okay, so it's really important that you're on the ball. It's not day school where you have months and months and months. I can skip a class. You can't. You got to come to, and you being taught. You're teaching yourself. The lesson I give you, the 1-hour lesson, may not cover all the things you need to know for the quiz that day. Right? So I can cover as much as I can cover for an hour, and then I'll say, here's the lessons that you're gonna have to cover on your own, and you're gonna need to do that. Okay? So it's important that you do show up. At least that's showing up is half the battle. Okay? Watching the video is half the battle, showing up is half the battle, because if you show up, it's even better than just watching the video. Showing up, you can ask me questions on the spot. Type it in the chat, you can ask me a question. Okay, so it's important that you show up. Now, being said, that is the end of the orientation night. I hope you guys do well, and I'll see you guys next week at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Okay. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.